Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to Lost. I am Stylosa, and yeah, new heroes are on the horizon. So I actually made a really good video, which is going to go out for today, which was speculating that the next hero isn't DOOMFIST, and I had some pretty good ideas as to who would voice act this hero, and all kinds of mental stuff. However, Blizzard went and put out the, well, the teaser, right, about the Horizon Lunar base, about Hammond on the base, and I'll cover all this in this video, but I wanted to show you what I was doing, because I could not believe for 1 second that DOOMFIST would be the next hero. There has to be another hero, right? We know there are going to be 3 new heroes a year, especially for this year and possibly next year and maybe the year after that, because Jeff has said that on the forums. So for us to get Orisa, okay, that was cool. We need another hero, right? Because there's no way they're going to release DOOMFIST when it's not BlizzCon. DOOMFIST is the major launch. He has to be the BlizzCon launch, just because BlizzCon is the place where Blizzard show you the big stuff. Last year we had Sombra, this year we'll have DOOMFIST. If we don't have DOOMFIST, then they've got something amazing planned for us. And if DOOMFIST actually is the next hero, then I kind of find that a little bit weird. But who knows, ladies and gentlemen? So I was operating off this theory of it can't be DOOMFIST. Who the hell could it be? And then, well, if you look at the Necropolis map, the new 3v3 maps, you'll notice this image. Now, we've seen this image before with old Anna Amari stuff, and you'll notice that there are 2 unaccounted people on this image. Everybody else are original Overwatch members, but the guy to the bottom left and the lady to the right-hand side, we don't know who they are. So I was thinking maybe it could be something to do with those, and my theory was going to center around the female, because I think I found the female's voice actor. Now check this out. This is Michael Chu's Twitter account. Michael Chu is the lead writer on Overwatch. He is the guy who comes up with the story. He is the guy who hires the voice actors. He's the guy who decides who's going to voice act the heroes and all of that stuff. He probably comes up with the names of the characters and all of that stuff, right? Look who he's following. He is following a lady called Marisha Ray. This happened yesterday. So I'm thinking, why has he suddenly followed this voice actress? Like, why would he do that? Well, it's probably because she's voice acting stuff in Overwatch, or at least he's starting to work with her. But surely he would know that somebody like me would be watching him on Twitter. Now, maybe he doesn't, but I would assume that somebody in his position would know this. So for them to follow somebody like this must mean they're about to announce something imminently, which they kind of have done with this lunar colony stuff, right? So anyway, I didn't know this before, but this is kind of where my theory was going. So who the hell is Marisha Ray? Well, I found this on YouTube, so you can kind of check her voice out here.
I actually call E3 the happiest place on earth for gamers. It's Disneyland for gamers. It's Christmas for all nerds. Hey guys, Marisha Ray here. I'm a voiceover actor and all-around general nerd.
So that's Marisha Ray, but actually she's done quite a bit of voice acting. This is her voice actor page. This is a website, basically, a resume. And you can see there are a lot of games here. So Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, she was a soldier, Persona Q, Persona Arena Max, loads of other games there. So she is a voice actress, and yeah, it looks like she tried to be a presenter at some point, or she maybe still is a presenter, I don't know, but she's definitely a voice actress. This is why I was thinking, okay, a female voice actress, generally what they do is they voice children, or they voice, well, females, right? Maybe she could be voicing Hammond, if Hammond is a small monkey, because maybe he'll have a high-pitched voice. I don't know. But of course, I didn't know this at the time when I was recording the video yesterday, so it's really weird to me to go back now with the extra information and try and plug the gaps. But wait a minute, actually. Marisha Ray, she's actually engaged to somebody that, well, I think we all know. That's Matthew Mercer, that's McCree. look who he's engaged to. He's engaged to Marissa Ray. Now, I think if you are fans of Geek and Sundry, you probably would know this, but I don't follow that channel on YouTube. But you probably would have been aware that they are engaged, so obviously they're going to get married. So this kind of deepens the ties, doesn't it? Because Matthew Mercer is McCree. He's original cast Overwatch. He does all of the live event stuff for Overwatch. He was at BlizzCon, he was at MomoCon or MomoCon, or whatever the hell it was called recently, where they did the voice actors panel, and all kinds of other different ones. Generally appearing with Michael Chu. So it would cement the ties between those guys. And, as we all know, it's generally who you know, what not you, and not what you know in this world. So if these guys are all friends with each other, it would make sense that he would go, hey, you know what? We need a female voice. Why don't you check out Marisha Ray? Because I know her. And then suddenly it's like, cool, I'll follow her on Twitter. At least that's what Michael Chu did. At least that's what I think he did. So, of course, there we go. We've got more evidence as well, which is from Behind the Voice Actors, which is a big voice actors database, which just does confirm that Marisha Ray is actually Matthew Mercer's wife-to-be, which is beautiful. So how does this all fit into what we've been given recently? Well, the thing with DOOMFIST, like I said at the start of this video, I cannot for any moment believe that DOOMFIST will not launch other than at BlizzCon. There is nothing else of the same hype level. Like, he is massive, right? He is going to be a major, major event, and he's probably going to be voiced by Terry Crews. If he's not, then I'll be very surprised, but there you go, right? It could possibly happen. So what could this character be, that Marisha Ray, if she actually is the voice actress for this new hero? What could it be? Well, actually, there are two different ways of looking at this, right? And we can use the Efi example, or the Efi template, I guess we can call it. So when Efi was teased, she came out, it was news reports on Numbani, Efi, this brilliant child, and all of this stuff. Some people thought that Efi could be the hero, but it was a very clear no-no to me that she's not the hero, because she's a child. You can't have Soldier 76 drilling Helix rockets into a child and then shooting the crap out of them and killing them. That would just never wash, right? That's never going to happen. So I always kind of knew that Efi wasn't the new hero. She was part of the story for the new hero. So Hammond, who is this, we believe, a monkey, because he's not a gorilla, he's a smaller kind of creature. I would assume it's a monkey because it's very similar to gorillas. He is loose on the lunar base. What is he doing? Is he going to be part of the story which actually brings in the next hero? He could be. The other way of looking at this is he is, or well, I guess it's a he because it's called Hammond. It is the new hero. It's a monkey or some sort of small animal. There are some issues with this though. We do have a massive gorilla in the game already, so if we suddenly had a smaller gorilla-style creature, I know monkeys are not like gorillas, but you get what I'm saying, a very similar style of character, that might cause issues with Overwatch itself, because all the characters have very unique silhouettes. What that means is, you can tell them apart straight away. So you know it's Roadhog, you know it's Reinhardt, you know it's Tracy, you can tell by their body shape straight away. So it's important to keep that, you know, consistent. Obviously, if it's a really small monkey, it would not look like a big gorilla, right? But there could be similarities, so you never know. So yeah, the other way of looking at it is Hammond actually is the hero, and we'll get to play him because he's not a human child, he's a monkey child, but that's fine. Now, there was a leak a while ago, and in this leak, Ivor, I think the character's name was, and now we're not really sure if this was a correct leak or what. It could be, and he could have actually decided to change the name of this hero. He was a drone controlling hero, somebody who was stated to be able to create like small drones and then send them out to do his work, and his ultimate would increase the amount of drones that he sends out. Maybe Hammond could be the same sort of thing, because we know Hammond is on the lunar base and he's running around in the ventilation system. So what's he doing up there, right? He obviously doesn't have the physical power to fight with the other gorillas, because we know the gorillas take over the moon base and Winston basically escapes to Earth. And we know what Winston's like. And if Winston is an intelligent version of these gorillas, then the other gorillas might be massively strong, because they've all received gene therapy, and we know from the recent Horizon stuff that it affects them in different ways. Like, it might make some of them intelligent, it might make some of them ridiculously powerful, we don't know. But Winston himself is very, very strong. Hammond, being a small monkey, I presume, wouldn't have the same sort of strength. So he'd have to make up for it in different ways. So maybe he is super, super intelligent, or maybe he's very, like, he can just invent things. Maybe he's like an inventor monkey, and that's why he creates drones and goes that kind of path. So there's definitely two different ways this can go. We're obviously going to find more out about this in the future, but I would be, I'd bet money on Marisha Ray being the voice actress for whatever the hell Hammond is, or potentially what Hammond leads up to, because Hammond could not be the hero, or he could be the hero. He could be the Efi for the Orisa, and then we find out what the Orisa is. There are a lot of holes in this though. Like, I'm trying to work out in my head what's actually going on the Horizon Lunar Colony. So if we establish contact with the colony again, and we find out that there are pretty much all of the specimens are there apart from Winston and Hammond, why would Hammond not be tracked? This again goes back to the theory of Hammond being like a type of inventor or some sort of hero like that, because he could probably disable the tracking mechanism and then hide on the base and nobody would know where he is, because if he's in the ventilation system, the other gorillas won't be able to get into there, because, well, it's going to be small ducts, right? You know, I'm thinking from Aliens and stuff. Little small ducts, they're not going to be able to get into there. So he can hide in there pretty, like, you know, like Newt from Aliens, where she hides in the ventilation system because the alien can't get to her, or the aliens can't get to her. That kind of thing. You know, if that's the case, then I'm cool with that. It's certainly food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Like I said, this was pretty much going to be my video for today, but with the announcement of all of the Horizon stuff, I think it does confirm that DOOMFIST isn't the next hero, and probably what will happen is we'll see some sort of DOOMFIST influence on the base, because that makes sense, right? Much like with the Orisa and Numbani attack. It made more sense there because DOOMFIST got the gauntlet and then smashed the place up. But where is DOOMFIST now? Maybe DOOMFIST is actually on the lunar base, and we're going to see more evidence of what DOOMFIST is trying to do. Maybe he's using Talon to try and recruit these crazy gorillas that are on the lunar base into Talon to form some sort of ridiculous army. We don't know, but I think there will be bits of DOOMFIST hints, there will be new hero hints, and obviously the lunar base is probably going to be a map. But given how big it actually looks, and only one section of it is highlighted from the teaser image, probably that little section is maybe a map or so. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, it is getting very interesting again. It looks like we're going to get a new hero, and I don't think it's going to be DOOMFIST just yet. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Go completely wild, guys, because it is crazy speculation time. I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you can join the Discord, which is discord.gg/Unit Lost. And I'll catch you next time, guys. Toodaloo.